materials you will need for this speaker. 2 disposable plastic or paper cups, a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife, again, whichever one you're more comfortable with, a pencil or a marker, and some tape. All right, let's make it. All right, so the first thing you want to do with both cups is make sure that you cut out this bottom part. So you're going to take it from here and just past this line, so right about here. This is the marker I'm going to use. As long as you cut off this bottom part and make this giant hole in the cup, then you'll be dandy. So make sure you cut out this part on both cups, so cut off the bottom. Perfect. Once you have those cut off, now you can finally see how the speaker actually goes together. Basically, you're going to put these 2 cups together, and then you're going to take your phone and you're going to cut out a slit for the phone to fit into on both sides, and then it's going to act the same way as the last one, except it's going to skip the toilet paper tube in between. It'll just be these 2 cups and you're going to make a hole over there. So this is where that template from earlier comes in. Again, you could use your phone and just mark it off with a pencil, but I find it would be safer to use the template, this one, and just kind of use a pencil or marker to trace off on either sides of the template. So you could just kind of take half, and actually I'm going to use a Sharpie for this one, and then do the same thing on the other side. All right, now what you can do is take a pair of scissors, or again X-Acto knife, and cut out the areas that you've marked off. So it's going to go together like that. Now, again, take your scissors or X-Acto knife and cut that portion out. All right. Now, before you glue anything together, I recommend that you put them together like this. And just seeing if your phone, or smartphone, sorry, will just drop into there. So as you can see, when I press the phone up against the, I press the cups up against the phone, there is some excess room in between there, so that doesn't work. What you'll need to do is you can either cut off a little bit off of both ends, or you can take just one and cut a little bit extra and then have the phone be slightly uneven, but it'll still fit and work just as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've cut a little bit more off the end of this one, and I elected to keep this one fine as is rather than trying to even it out on both sides. I just made a little extra room. Now you can hold the 2 cups together like this and do another test fit. Yay, it fits just right. Now remember, if your phone has a little bit of extra room in there, that's okay, because basically what you've done is you've made it compatible with more devices. So it's okay, you can show it off to other friends and other friends can use it as well. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna take the cups like this and you're just gonna add a roll of tape around the edges and have them stick together. Let's go ahead and do that. So I added some tape, just a nice little strip across the edges over here. And now, as you can see, structurally sound, and it keeps the 2 pieces together. One thing you want to know ahead of time is that while you're taping, you want to make sure that these sides are lined up. Otherwise, it's going to be mismatched and it's not going to fit. So once you have that, you can see that your speaker is pretty much done. However, the problem is it falls over, and this just doesn't look as cool when your phone's falling over while you're trying to play music. So what we're going to do now, and you could do this with thumbtacks. You could just take a thumbtack here and a thumbtack here, and you'd pretty much be done. But we're gonna try and make ours look cooler than that. So let's go ahead and add a different type of stand. So to make the stands for the speaker, you will need the speaker. I'm so funny. A sheet of cardboard. It doesn't need to be too thick or big. It just needs to be able to make a couple strips this way. A pair of scissors. I don't think an X-Acto knife would work very well for this part. And some tape. That's pretty much it. So now I'll take you through how to make the stands. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sheet of cardboard and you're going to cut 2 strips off of there this way. So one and then 2, and you're going to end up with these. Then what you do is you fold them in half down the middle. Then what you do is you take this, and you can just model ahead of time just so you know what's going on. What you're gonna wanna do is make sure that this port for your phone is leaning back just a little bit so the weight of the phone is going against the stands and it doesn't accidentally topple forward. So then you can just kind of see how that's gonna work. There's gonna be one on this side and one on the other, and then just kind of like that, it's gonna sit on there, and even if I'm pushing and stuff, the stands are taking all the weight and it's not moving backwards or forward. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a thin piece of tape so that it's not too big, just about this much, and you're gonna take one end of your stand and make the left side first. You're just gonna take it like that, then you're gonna fold the tape on the inside. Then you're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. Take another piece of tape, then make sure that side's still. Now you have the first stand. What you can do now is you can tape everything down by taping down the other side. So I'm gonna take some more tape right there, press it up against the cup. That's one. We're gonna do. Ooh, that might be a little much, but oh well. There. Now, nice and sturdy. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I've gone ahead and done the stands on both sides now, keeping in mind that this part, you wanna have it lean back just a bit so that when the phone sits in there, it doesn't roll forward or anything, it puts the weight on the back. So now that I have stands on both sides, I can put my phone in and ta-da, all good. I can push it, I can do all that stuff, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so that's nice. Yay! Alright, I think we can all agree that this speaker right here is definitely easier to make than this one. However, the same rules of customization still apply. You have to make sure that this area in between stays unobstructed, as well as this one right here. Now, as long as you follow those rules, you can do pretty much all you want with it. Paint, color, add stickers, as long as you follow those rules. That way, the sound waves don't get ruined, which I'll explain in a little bit. Now, I think it's time that we make our final and easiest speaker out of the three. So let's not waste any time and make the last speaker.